you guys just see that?
Huh, pretty, look at that. They're jiggly little mushrooms.
First time trying this plant here. You guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm out at the mountain fishing farm, hanging with the goats right now down on the pasture. Just brought them down here so that they can eat some fresh grass while we go out fishing. It's been way too long, so we're just gonna head up to the lake right behind the farm. We're gonna try and catch us some trout. We're gonna forage for some wild vegetables up here on the mountain as well. And if we get lucky, maybe even find some wild mushrooms. Little update down here at the farm with the goats especially. They are pretty much spending all their time down here on the big lower pasture because I was able to activate the electric fence. They've just gotten really naughty and have been starting to break out, and they're going up on the mountain and stuff all by themselves, and we have too many mountain lions and bears and wolves and stuff here, so I got to make sure that these little guys are protected and that they stay here in a safe area. So I have the fence up, and they've been able to stay down here pretty much all day long now while I go out and go on fishing adventures. Rainbow, oh my goodness, you guys already killed your water. Oh, look at that, there's bees in there. There's some bees. Let's go ahead and save those little guys. Oh my goodness. Are you okay, buddy? Oh no. Look at this poor guy, he almost drowned. Let's just go ahead and put him here in some dry grass. There on a little flower. That way he can dry up and hopefully fly off. Hey, buddy. Oh yeah, he's shaking his little wings there, trying to warm up and dry out. So why don't we go ahead and just find a nice little spot for this bee to crawl right on the grass there. No, you want to stay on my hand? As long as you don't go up my sleeve, I guess you can hang out there for a minute. Yeah, I've just been really busy out here at the farm, guys. I do apologize for not having an episode out to you guys sooner. I know I said we're gonna have an episode every single week, so I'm gonna have to make up for it with multiple episodes here this week. I've got another one already filmed, but it didn't quite work out. I didn't catch any fish in that one, so I scrapped the whole thing, but I might still edit that one up and publish it for you guys. I'm not sure where the little bee just went. I hope he didn't like go into my sleeve. Huh. All right, the little bee's gone. That's good. Maybe he flew off. Okay, let's go ahead. Ooh, high pressure. High pressure. Rinse that real quick and make sure those goats get some nice clean water. While that fills real quick, let me show you guys something. I turned on the irrigation for the whole farm here, so we're ready to start irrigating either large crop fields or like the field right here. Check this out. Yeah, baby. These irrigation heads probably sprinkle like a 40 to 50 foot radius area, and I've got tons of them across the entire pasture down here. So I'm gonna try really hard this year to keep the pasture green, to be able to feed the goats. Maybe we'll get a couple cows or something like that too. I'm not 100% sure yet. All right. You guys, there's some fresh water for you in case you guys get parched. Now I've already got the kayak loaded into the truck, ready to roll, so we're heading to the lake right away. We're gonna get right into the juice of it. But let me show you guys the wheat. Here you can actually, oh, there's like hundreds of little birds. I think they came out and they're eating all the seed that didn't grow. All the grass that's kind of a light green color, that's the wheat growing right there. Check that out. That is all wheat growing. So there's other wild grasses in between, like this stuff here. I believe it's called June grass, but the wheat should grow like way taller, so none of this stuff should really be a problem. So I have no idea if we're actually going to get like a large amount of wheat and how efficient this whole thing is going to be, but that's not what it's about. This is really just a proof of concept whether or not we can grow wheat out here the old-fashioned way, without power tools, without chemicals, and the whole thing is just kind of an experiment. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll keep you guys updated on the wheat. All right, got the kayak all loaded up. We got the fishing rods ready to go. Ooh, man, it's like almost kind of hot today. Ooh, man, here we go. Guys, it's been way too long since we have been fishing, so I am absolutely stoked to get up there, and oh man, wonder what we're gonna catch. Hopefully a big juicy yummy trout. We are here. All right. Look at, oh, I just saw a fish rise. Just saw a fish rise right over there. The water looks super, super high here right now. Look at that. It came all the way up. We're just gonna park right down here. Look at that. Wow. Oh man, you guys. Oh, I just saw another one surface right over there. Right over there. There's definitely trout surfacing out here right now. Oh my, oh guys, there's fish surfacing here everywhere. So let's get the fishing gear out. I might, oh man, you know what, let's just, before we even pull out the kayak, let's just go ahead and throw the bullet lure a couple times and see if we can just like, get one right away, just from shore. Grab the net though, just in case we do catch something good. I don't want to lose the fish because we didn't prepare. All right, oh my goodness, guys, there's so many surfacing right there. We really should just get the kayak ready, but I want to just flip the lure, the bullet lure out here and see if we can't just get one right here. There's a creek right over here that's flowing into the lake, and that's often a great spot where trout like to hang out. So, ooh man, there's a good chance we could get stuck here too. We got to just kind of thread the needle. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Come on, baby, come on. I mean, I'm seeing them surface right there, guys. There are definitely fish right there. No follows. This is risky fishing. We could easily get stuck in that tree. Oh no, through the tree. Just went through the tree. This could be a disaster, you guys. I'm kind of hanging out of the tree there. And we can, oh man, come on, baby. Come on, oh yes, yes, saved it. Saved it. Saved the bullet lure. All right, you know what, let's just get the kayak out. Let's just get the kayak out. We're done messing around. All right, check it out. We've got a bobber rod here ready to go too. I brought some worms, so we're gonna try and get a bobber down today on some trout. Oh my goodness. I mean, oh look, they're right there. They're right there. They're right there. All right, here we go. And right over here at the butt of the kayak, there's supposed to be a plug that goes in there, but I lost it. So I just got this little red flag that we're gonna shove right in there in that hole. And that'll keep us from sinking, hopefully. Can't forget the fly pole. All right. Let's just not even go out that far yet. I'm really curious if we can maybe just kind of go right underneath this tree and try and fish this creek mouth right here. Oh, you guys just see that there's one right there, right there, right there. Right there. Let's just go right up against that tree. I think they're snapping at stuff falling out of the tree or something. Maybe we could try and get one on the fly. All right, there we go. We're just kind of anchored right up against this tree. Get that paddle out of the way. We're just gonna hug. We're tree hugging today, boys and girls. Oh yeah, there's definitely fish right there. So we're just gonna cast this fly. Look at this brand new reel on the fly pole as well. It's like a beautiful trout pattern, a brook trout. We're gonna try and catch our first fish on this reel today. Ooh, come on, baby. Let's just get out a little bit of line here and just do some little baby casts. Get that fly right there. See if we can't get a bite. It's a sinking fly. It's like a little woolly bugger called a thin mint. There we go. There we go. Just dipping it right there in front of us. Come on, baby. Oh, there we go. That's a fish on, baby. Fish on. Oh, reeling the wrong way. Oh, fish on. The reel is like reverse from what I'm used to. Oh, he popped off. He popped off. That was a trout. It was a trout. And I lost him. Oh my goodness. This reel here, you have to, I'm used to reeling this way, but so instinctively I reeled like that. But I guess with this one, you have to reel the opposite way. So I totally messed it up and then got tangled up there in the tree. So that was my bad, guys. All right. That's just a warm-up fish. Warm-up fish right there. Let's go ahead and get that all out. Clean this back up again. Let me know in the comments, is this actually the correct way to have this reel set up? It feels really, really awkward. Oh, that was so cool. Trout right there. He looked kind of brown too. It might have been a brown trout. Now we could easily also just go out there and try and target these fish, but right here we're kind of sheltered from the wind a little bit. It's really windy today. So I'm kind of digging this tree here. It's kind of giving us a little bit of cover, not just to hide from the fish, but also to just get out of the wind a little bit. And all I'm doing here is just kind of doing some small casts with the fly right there. Oh, there he is, fish on. Oh, he's right there. Slammed it. Maybe he'll come back. He snapped at something else at the surface right after hitting the fly. Oh, got tangled in a tree. Come on, baby, come on. Nailed it. So these trout are just hungry and hunting right there in front of the creek mouth. Let's just give it some little strips. Maybe we can get one to come and slam it. Come on, baby, come on. There we go. Now that fly, when it hits the water, it slowly sinks, very, very slowly. And the trout, they love that slow sinking action. Same with your bobber fishing with worms or something like that. During the sink is usually where I'll get the bite. Man, the trout are hot, guys. They are hot today. Oh, there's one right there. Right there. Did you guys just see that? I think he grabbed it. Oh my goodness, he just came out of the water. That was a beautiful trout that just lunged out of the water there. I think they're eating little flies at the surface. I think he hit it. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay, we're just gonna slowly let the wind drift us out a little bit and kind of cast ahead of us as we drift out. But what I want to do is I want to focus on this little cove right here. I want to still fish that river mouth because I feel like that's probably where they're hanging out here for sure. Oh, there's one right there. There we go. Cast right on top of him. Come on, baby. Come on. I think it's time that we get the bobber out there. Let's open the tin of worms. Ooh, they're not looking so good anymore. Well, they're alive. They're not the freshest worms in the world, you guys, but you know what? They'll do. All right, let's get this juicy worm on the hook here. Slide that worm all the way over the top of the hook. And now we've got kind of the exposed little hook right there. See that? But the worm is still kind of straight like that. That's how we're gonna fish this guy. It seems that right under this tree is where I'm seeing most of them surfacing. So we're just gonna plant that bobber right there in front of us. I think it is time to bust out the bullet lure again. I definitely think that the bullet lure might produce one right here. There's too many fish. And if one lure is gonna get it done, it's gonna be the bullet lure. So it's time to stop messing around. Let's see here if we can find out who's living here. I just want to meet the trout. Find out if he's a big one or like if he's a brown trout or maybe he's like a beautiful rainbow. Oh, there you go. Fish on the bullet lure. I knew they would go after it. Knew it. Oh, jumper. It's a trout. Fish on, baby. Come here. Oh, it's a little guy. Beautiful little. Oh, he's not that small, actually. Get on the net. Yes. Yes, in the net. What is it? What? Oh, it's a tiger trout. It's a tiger trout, you guys. It's a super silvery tiger trout. Beautiful eater size, actually. He's not that big, but let's see how bad. Yeah, he choked a couple of hooks. So we might just keep this guy here. There we go. All right, perfect. Just put this guy to sleep right away. He choked a couple of the hooks in there, so he wouldn't be a clean release. He's not huge, but he's a good eater size. He'll make a delicious meal for us here. Let's just get this guy in the net. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're surfacing right there. But we got a fish in the net that we got to take care of here first. Let's just go ahead and give this guy a nice little rinse. All right, look at that, a beautiful little eater size tiger trout. The markings on him are super faint. You can barely tell it's a tiger trout. It's a younger one for sure. Gorgeous silvery fish, man. He's gonna be delicious. He almost looks like a kokanee, but it's definitely a tiger. When you look at him at the right angle in the sun, you can see the faint tiger trout markings on him. Oh, there's one right there. Let's get the bobber right on him. See if maybe this guy here will just take the worm. Maybe we can get a bobber down right here in front of us. How cool would that be? Right there. Come on, baby. Come on, take the bobber. Maybe the trout know that those worms are not super fresh. There he is, bobber down. Let him munch it. Oh, he came off, didn't let him munch it long enough. But that's okay, he didn't hook up. Let's just go ahead and set it right there again. Set it right there. We still have a trout in the net there, guys. We still have a trout in the net. We're getting greedy. Oh, bobber's down. Bobber, they're just gonna let him munch it. Munch. Let him swallow it. Oh my goodness. Did not get him again. Of course, we're tangled around the tip. Okay, this time we only have a little tiny piece of worm on there, so we're just gonna cast that out again. Come on, baby, we gotta tighten the drag here a little bit too. Come on, if he grabs that, we're just gonna set the hook right away. That's a tiny piece of worm. Tiny little piece. Come on, baby. Come on. Bobber down. Oh, gotta close the bail. Oh my God, how did we miss him? Oh, and the worm's completely gone. That fish just completely played us. That fish played us so hard. Unbelievable. All right, let's get a fresh worm here. We're just gonna grab a little guy here, just to pinch a tail off of one of them. And we're gonna give them a really small presentation. That way we know when they grab it that they actually have this thing in their mouth. Slide this baby all the way up the hook. What we're just gonna do is keep that bobber, we're gonna keep it cast ready. Then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, we just do a little troll here. Let's go ahead and take the bullet lure, cast it way out there behind us. There we go, and we're just gonna troll over here. Just move a little bit. Let's change the scenery up. And kind of wanna fish this little cove right over here. Move the bullet lure to the other side. Oh, fish on, baby, fish on the bullet lure. Good bite. Oh, got him on the troll. That feels like a good fish. I'm seeing several rise out there, so there might just be a school of trout or something. Come on, baby, come on. Oh my goodness. Hasn't jumped yet. Has not jumped. Could be a bigger one. Oh, come on, go. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it looks like a rainbow. Come on, baby. Oh, under the boat. It's a disaster, but he's in the net. A beautiful rainbow. And we're gonna keep him in the water. Maybe we'll release this guy. He's a little smaller. Look at that fish, he's beautiful. There we go. Okay, bullet lure's out. We're just gonna let him kind of breathe in that net there for a second. And he's ready to go. Look at that. What a beautiful little rainbow trout. He actually fought a lot harder than that tiger trout He was smaller actually than the Tiger Trout, so I'm glad that we were able to release him. Forgot my sunglasses in the truck, but that's okay. Whew, man. Beautiful. Well, I guess we could just use the bullet lure if we just want to catch a whole bunch of fish, but I really want to get one on the bobber, though, or the fly. Either one would be really, really cool. The wind kind of died down a little bit too, so this might be perfect conditions to fish the bobber a little bit. It's a lot easier when you're not drifting around everywhere. All right, let's just put the bullet lure away because like it's just too easy, guys. It's too easy with the bullet lure. And it's so cool knowing that there's literally hundreds of you guys out there now that have bullet lures now that got them in the last drop. But let me know what you guys are catching with these bullet lures in the comments, or share some pictures on Instagram. There's gonna be a new batch of care packages probably dropping soon. I'll announce it, but right now I just want to focus more on fishing. Let's move back to our spot over there, get out of the wind again. There we go. Let's see who's right here by the creek. Gotta be. Oh! One just came up and snapped at it. One came up and snapped at it. I unfortunately fumbled the reel right there in that moment, so we didn't get him. Oh, there is fish on! Oh, he came off. Oh my goodness. Oh my. You know what? Let's get the bobber out there. Let's just get that bobber out there right now, and see if we can't get a bobber down. There's so many fish here right now. Right there. There's one that jumped right over there. I'm just gonna cast into him and we'll let the bobber fish right there in front of us. Ooh, something's messing with the bobber. Something just messed with the bobber. I don't know what just happened right there. Oh, it's down, it's down, it's down. Oh, how have we not hooked up on a fish with the bobber yet? That is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. That bobber was down, tiny little worm, and we lost him again. Lost him again. Okay, guys, it's on. That's my mission now, is to try and get a fish on the bobber here. We need to get a bobber down. There is definitely one that just surfaced right here in front of us. Like right there. Ooh, there we go. Fish on the bobber, fish on the bobber. There we go. Ooh, little guy. Little guy. Oh my goodness, what is that? Is that, oh? No, that's not a bad fish, guys. That's not a bad fish. A gorgeous tiger. It's another tiger trout. Oh, he's beautiful. He's not a bad eater size either, you guys. Not a bad eater at all. There we go. He came off perfectly though. Not huge. Here, let's see if he swims off. We'll give him another chance. Come on, buddy. This is your one chance. Don't swim back into the net. There he goes. There he goes. All right, he was barely hooked, so he got to live another day. We're gonna try and get one that's just a little bit bigger, just a little bigger. Okay, man, I totally missed the bobber down. It like, well, the one thing I wanted was a nice bobber down, a juicy bobber down, and it happened without me even noticing. But it was right there in that spot. Oh, bobber down, bobber down, bobber down, bobber down. It's down all the way, down all the way. There we go, fish on, baby. Fish on. Oh, feels good. Feels good. Feels like a trout for sure. Oh, good fighter. Good fighter. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. It looks like a beautiful rainbow. Beautiful rainbow. Get over here in the net. In the net. Oh, it's a tiger. It's a beautiful tiger with the gorgeous stripes. We're keeping this fish. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous tiger. Perfect. Just put that guy right to sleep. Just look at those gorgeous markings on him. It's almost more like leopard markings. That's what they should be called, is leopard trout. Just beautiful. They've got a white belly. He's got a nice thick back right there. There's gonna be a lot of meat on this little guy right here. Thank you so much, buddy. He's gonna provide an awesome meal for us. I'd say let's go ahead and load the kayak back on the truck, and then we're gonna try and find some wild mushrooms. Things are getting serious now that we've got out the mushroom basket. We're just gonna dive right in here. Morels love growing at the base of aspen trees. You can recognize them by these leaves right here. They usually grow in these little like groves. A whole bunch of them will grow all together. Come on, just a few wild ones that we can eat for dinner tonight. Oh, what's this down here? Something weird looking? Nope, just some dirt. Problem with the morels is they kind of have like a pattern that's very like camouflagey and they're a brown cap and everything, so they're not very easy to see. You have to kind of get your eyes trained to see them, and then once you see one, you start seeing a lot more of them. Check this out right here. We found an edible plant. This guy right here is balsam root. I believe it's kind of in the sunflower family, which sunflowers are for the most part edible. There are some younger flowers coming out right here. See, these guys here have not bloomed yet, and the stems of these guys apparently are very tender and delicious. Here, we're gonna try balsam root. First time trying this plant here. A little weird at first. Kind of had a weird, kind of an odd flavor. Not bad though. Extremely juicy. I don't know what it is. There's like an initial weird like stink bug flavor or something. And then it tastes fine after that. But when you bite in, it's like a fumey stink bug flavor. Apparently you can eat the whole plant. Of course, do your own research, guys. Whenever you're out foraging for mushrooms or wild plants or anything like that, really know what it is that you're foraging. Don't just look at any YouTube videos, including this one, and make your decisions based off of that. Know what you're eating before you do it. Otherwise, you can get yourself in real trouble. Oh, the flower is horrible. I wonder if the adult flowers taste like that too. Oh, it's not that bad. Not a huge fan of the balsam root plant. Apparently the roots are edible on them, and Native Americans used to harvest them and dry them up and grind them down to like a starchy powder or something, and then you could bake with that, like make little flatbreads or pancakes or something like that. Look at all the balsam root here. Oh, it's a huge field of wildflowers. I mean, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at all these guys. Man, I wish that they were more palatable, but I guess in a pinch, if we had to survive. But here is another patch of aspens. And I think we're just gonna, we're just going in, baby. We're going in. All right, we're in the patch. Oh, big morel, big morel. Look at this guy right here. Ow, 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 I just poked myself on a spiky little plant. But look at this beautiful, beautiful morel. Oh my goodness. He's a happy, chubby little mushroom. Look at him. The first morel of the year. Smells nice and earthy. These are some of the most delicious mushrooms in the world. So oh man, I'm so stoked to find one. In the basket he goes. Nasty, nasty wildflowers. Delicious. wild morel. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we, oh, there's another one. There's another one. They usually grow in patches. If you find one, you'll usually be able to find more. So here is another beautiful one. He's a little smaller, but man, he's just a healthy looking little mushroom. Look at this guy. He's going to be delicious. You can sit right there with your big brother or sister. Oh my, man, guys, there's one right here is my boot that I need to desperately buy a new pair of. And there's a morel growing right here. They're so hard to see that we need to be really careful that we don't accidentally just step on them. There we go. Nice. Beautiful little mushroom. Get in there. We really need to get up close and personal with the earth to see these guys. You can't see them from up high. You gotta kind of crouch down and, oh, there's another one. There's another one. See, wouldn't have seen that one had we just walked past. We had to look, like, duck down in between the weeds, or the bushes. Look at that, it's a double. It's a little guy, a little baby and his mama growing right here. I bet that little one is gonna be really, really good. I mean, literally, I'm on my knees right here looking for these guys. You gotta get down and then kind of be at squirrel level. Basically, if you don't come home with like at least a handful of ticks on you, you're not down low enough to the ground. Oh, what's this? Oh, there's poop right here. Look at all that poop. I wonder what animal that is. They look like really little poops, so it's probably just a little animal. Nothing that we need to worry about. Look at these guys. Look at those. What is this right here? Such pretty little mushrooms growing in a big cluster. Here's some bigger, oh no, sorry guys, I didn't want to pick you actually. Huh, pretty, look at that. They're jiggly little mushrooms. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful morel. Look at this guy right here. Now, when you're foraging mushrooms, just always kind of clean them up real quick before putting them in your bag or your basket. That way they don't mush a bunch of dirt into the other mushrooms. There we go, he can hang out with his buddies. Ooh, look at you. Gotcha. Oh, look at that. Found a little top of a bottle. We'll just pack that baby out. Doesn't belong out here. There you go. There's always have a little compartment in your bag where you can just throw a little bit of trash that we find out here. Wow, look at this. We're in just a field of these wildflowers, the balsam root. I feel like this right here is just a perfect place to maybe cook up our trout. I feel like right here we have like a perfect little cooking surface. All right, time to go ahead and clean up one of those trout there. We're gonna eat the one with the beautiful tiger markings right here. Just look at how beautiful this one is. And I'll take the other one home. And what we could use here actually is a little bit of this balsam root. If it's no good to eat, at least we could use it to make like a nice clean little surface right here. Here we go, look at that. Now all that we gotta do to clean up one of these trout here is just make a little cut right back here by the butthole and then go all the way up. And then the easiest way to clean a trout is you just take your knife and cut right back behind the head right there, break through the bones, and then just pull the head along with all the guts off like that. Look at how easy that was. This back here, this red stuff, that's the fish's kidney. We can just cut that out like that. And then we'll just use a little bit of this balsam root to push that out. Look at that. It's like a towel, like a paper towel, nature's paper towel. Beautiful. I'm just gonna cut off these couple little fins right here. And so the trout fits in the pan, we're actually just gonna cut them in half. There we go. Well, look at the beautiful color of that meat there. It's like a gorgeous red meat, kind of like a salmon. Oh man, that's gonna be so tasty. We got our clean fish right there, just in the balsam root. There we go. First thing in the pan, just a little bit of butter right here. Get that nice and melted. Tell you what, we'll just throw the trout in right away so that can start cooking. Ooh, look at that. It's gonna want to curl on us real good because it's so fresh. Oh man, it smells so good though. And just look at the sunset back there. It's just beautiful. Every single slope is covered in yellow. It's all just filled with these gorgeous wildflowers. If at least they tasted good. All right, now guys, the only seasoning that we're gonna put on is a little bit of Danish sea salt. I've got a brand new little vial right here that I just imported from Denmark. I got a brand new batch of it. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the grain size on it. Look at these flakes of salt. They're huge. One of them's like the shape of a pyramid. All right, here we go, here we go. It's the only thing we're gonna put on this trout. This salt right here is loaded with all kinds of minerals, not just sodium. Oh my. Oh, yes. Ain't gotta be shy with the salt. We're also gonna use that for the mushrooms that we gotta chop up and throw in there now too. Let's go ahead and just take a peek. Ooh, ooh, hot. Hot, but it's golden brown, baby. Ooh man, hot butter. I'm just gonna push that fish aside a little bit. Time to throw in the morels. Look at these. Ooh. Yeah, check this out, actually. We'll slice one of these guys open. You can see on the inside, these mushrooms, they're hollow like that. They've got a hollow stem. And then this right here, it's just kind of like a weird, kind of like a honeycomb texture. It's a very brittle mushroom. They just kind of brittle apart. You can even just break them up with your hands. Oh, the smell of the mushrooms is so intense. It's super, super earthy. I'll just grab a couple of these massive balsam root leaves right here, and we just kind of use those to steam everything in there. Make sure that trout is fully cooked. Remember, trout, you never ever want to eat trout raw. It needs to be cooked all the way. I wish I had a lid or something with me, but I don't have anything like that, so that'll do the job for now. Let's take a look underneath the balsam root here. It smells kind of good. It smells like mushrooms and butter. Kind of cooked the leaves. But I think it did a beautiful job at steaming our trout. Oh man, look at that. The meat just perfectly falling off of the bones right there. That's how you know when a trout is cooked all the way. It's even, look at that, it fell off of even the pin bones. Even the pin bones are still attached to the skeleton here. Oh, look at the color of that meat. Look at that. It falls right off. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Oh my goodness. All right, you know what? We're just gonna start with, actually I wanna just try one of these the little morels. Let's take a little bite. These are the mushrooms right there. Oh, I've got a wonderful bite to them. All right, let's do some mushrooms here, along with, this is the tail meat of the trout. Throw it right on there. A little hot. That's some quality food right there. Super, super firm meat on that trout, and very mild in flavor, actually. Not fishy whatsoever. It barely even tastes like trout. It's more like a white meat fish, which is very rare for trout to taste like that. Maybe tiger trout are like that. And then the mushrooms, they give it that earthy undertone. They're super, like, almost a little nutty tasting. It's just a super, super pleasant mushroom. And check this out right here. We got us our trout tail. Here, let's see how crispy it is. Very good trout tail. Crisp is a 10 out of 10. Man, I can't wait to get back up in the mountains, guys. Very, very soon. I haven't been up since our last episode's snow incident, if you know what I'm talking about. But we'll be up in the mountains backpacking, solo backpacking very soon, fishing for the trout. Cannot wait to be up there just with just a tent, all alone, a crappy MRE, and hopefully living off of lots of yummy trout and wild berries. Last little piece of trout. That's absolutely delicious. Man, I just wanted to soak this all in one last time because I gotta get out of here, get back down to the mountain farm. That's all I got for you guys in this episode. In the next one, we're gonna be out at a crazy lake with some massive rainbow trout that I found on a scouting mission, but the lake was not open to fishing yet, but it opens tomorrow. So I'll be there either in the next episode or the one after that. I've also got a massive farm update for you guys with a really cool project. Come on, baby. Ooh, yeah, here we go. What do you think, mister? Do we need to go fishing again soon? So feel free to subscribe so you don't miss those ones. Drop a like on this video. It helps a ton. And leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the comment section. Then I'll see you next week for the next fishing adventure. And until then, you all know it. Fish on, baby.